think about this when it's finally done 3D printing. This is Black Panther's helmet from Marvel Rivals. This is the Galactic Claw. Bro, as you can see from the image, we are gonna have some fun building this one. I did get a comment asking me if I was gonna print this in all transparent filament, but as you can see, it's just really what's going on in the mouth that is transparent. So that's what I'm really gonna focus on and lighten up. I did leave the teeth, so this shield piece, we're gonna get into everything here, but this front shield piece and these teeth I did print in transparent. All of these pieces do come apart. So I have a couple of different ideas to make this all light up. And then not only that, I know it's a little hard to see in the reference image, but there are like small little details on the part of, on this part of the mask as well. And I'm gonna have to get a little creative to make this thing pop. But as you can see, as one, this thing is a banger. It came out, everything came out in basically one shot. The only part that I did have to slice was the top of the head, and that was more so me just trying to take caution and not have a failed print. But looking at the top, you can just see that line right there. But this thing fits on easily. I can't wait to finish it up, guys. Like I said, we're gonna have a couple different things that I'm gonna have to work on. These teeth, so the reason that I did these teeth, I should have made them a little bit bigger, but I do have some small lights. So the lights that I put in that ultimate Taro helmet here. So these little bulbs here, I already see one ready to go. Might as well get that one, that was a little antsy. But these lights here, just with a simple turn, like magic. So I'm kind of thinking some way I can cut this open since it's just regular PLA, but I'm thinking some way, or maybe even behind the mask, because you see that how that glows, bro, that is crazy. It almost looks like the green thing from The Sims when you hold it up like this. But I'm thinking some way, either putting this in the mask or cutting some of the filament open, because as you can see, it looks like this part will fit. My only concern is the nub that they leave there. That's my only concern, because that's what actually sticks everything together. But like I said, I got a couple crazy ideas. So that's everything as far as the teeth. This center piece here does come out, which is clutch. And like I was mentioning, I really do want to add some details to this. Now I was thinking of hitting a PCB way. They are my sponsor, and they I could pretty much print this out in anything. I could have did this in glass, something a little bit more reflective. I could have did this in like a certain resin tint, but I want to take it from here and kind of put my own spin on it. I'm thinking of giving it like a light brushing of some like acrylic paint, just to give it like a tint to it. I was showing you guys my arc reactor the other day, and I kind of practiced it with this one. Now bear with me, guys, this is like when I first started. But you can see the way that I had painted this and how I did like a little bit of a blue wash on there. I want to perfect that and do that a lot better, and maybe do that on this. But once I get the lights and everything in this, I'm gonna test the lights up first. And once I put the lights behind this, if I see that the lights look good with changing the color of this, then I'll just stick with that. Or like I said, I'm gonna give this like a little light wash, but I think that's gonna really make this thing pop. That's why I wanted to do this in transparent, and then I was like, might as well just bind the teeth, because these two I was printing together anyway. So I was like, might as well just try to come up with something creative like that. If I could do something with each tooth, bro, like the way the bells are clicking, guys, the way the bells are clicking. Now I think I scaled this up maybe 3%. But one thing I do want to say about this file is like everything you can see. This thing, you probably think I printed it as one, but I didn't. The top of the head, the back of the head, and then the jaw were the three pieces. And then, like I mentioned at the top, I just split it here. But everything, like I said, I was able to print in one shot on the K1 Max. And everything just fits seamlessly. Right now I have duct tape holding it together so that way I can display it and show it to you guys. I do have the magnets in the jaw, but my thing is, since like this I can already put it on, I'm just thinking to just leave it as one like that and just solder this thing together. So I'm gonna sand everything separate, of course, because I'm gonna have to take this line away, but sanding everything separately. And then after I sand everything and get all the colors together, then I'm thinking of just soldering this together. So that way I don't have to pop the magnets in and out. But even the magnet ports, the sections where he left the magnet ports, like the functionality of this helmet is amazing. Some files that I've made, it's like when you go to wear it or put certain pieces together, there are no magnet ports. Shout out to Uncle Jesse. He actually showed a file where you can like add. I'm going to be showing you guys that in a video too, because that's very useful. But he showed how you can add magnet ports onto different pieces of your helmet, so that way if it doesn't already come with that connection or fitting, you can do that yourself. But some helmets, like my Flash helmet, it didn't have a way to connect the front of the helmet to the back of the helmet. Same with my Black Panther, you guys see in that video, I had to use basically like Velcro to make sure that it opens and closes. But like I said, this helmet, he thought of everything. Every piece that is disconnected that's going to connect, you can see like the jaw, like look at, you don't see any gaps, is what I'm basically trying to get at. That's how like good he did it. And then, my goodness, there's nothing bad that I can say about this helmet or about this file. Boy, when there's paint on, just normal color, even once I put the flat primer gray, just because of the amount of detail that he put in it, just as a raw print, this thing looks crazy. Like I could just put LED eyes in this now and put some lights in it, and I feel like this will go crazy just like that. So, but yeah, so from the mouth to the teeth, to this little mesh visor, those are going to be some of the main focuses that I'm going to be focusing on, and just doing like something a little different, because I feel like this is one of, in a sense, one of a unique helmet that I'm kind of working on. Usually everything is just like a shell in a case. This one is something that's gonna like almost like the Mr. Beast helmet that I did back here. I'm gonna be able to add like different lightings on different portions of the helmet and make it all kind of like a disco kind of thing. But I can't wait to get this done. I want to show you guys that, kind of give you guys like a little background of what we're going to be doing, what I'm going to be focusing on. This one's going to be a lot of fun, guys. Make sure you guys do stay tuned for this full video. As always, I keep you guys updated with shorts, different things like that, so that way you can see the progress. You know there's going to be a short for this, so definitely stay tuned. It's Beezy Comics. Stay creative. Life is what you make it, so create. Peace.